Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and dang, it feels good to wake up on a Sunday morning after a 25-15 win over Oklahoma. Look, it's never easy to go on the road in the SEC and come out with a win, and you got to go back to 2006, guys. 2006 was the last time that Tennessee went on the road and beat a top 15 opponent. We talked about how important this game was all offseason. The talking point was Oklahoma. The season hinges on the Oklahoma game. If we're going to go 10-2 and look at a college playoff appearance, if we want to go 11-1, if we want to go win an SEC championship, it all starts on the road with Oklahoma. Tennessee went out last night. They took care of business. You guys know I love the quote from Josh Heupel. It ain't going to be perfect. It ain't got to be perfect. Go out, execute for 60 minutes, have a heck of a lot of fun. Let's go get it done. And that's exactly what they did last night. Man, there's something special about this football team. There is something special about the Tennessee Volunteers in 2024. We talk about culture. We beat it into the ground, especially when we're talking recruiting, but you can see it. Nico takes a knee at the end of the game. What does he do? He runs straight to that sideline with the football, hands it to his ball coach, and gives him a big hug because they knew that this football game meant more to Josh Heupel for multiple reasons, right? He's returning back to Oklahoma where he won a national championship, Heisman runner-up. He was fired as the offensive coordinator. He was the scapegoat. There was a lot of history there, but then also, the things that we didn't talk a whole lot about was going back to Oklahoma after the death of his mom and just how heavy that is and emotional. And I know some of us questioned him being conservative last night, especially right there at the beginning of the game on 4th and 2. Felt like he didn't have that edge to him, but man, the weight of the world was on Josh Heupel. A lot of you guys have probably already seen it, but I want to play it anyway. Let's take a look at the locker room immediately following the win over Oklahoma.
Winning on the road's tough. Winning on the road against a good football team's tough. They're good. Okay? We're going to continue to face better as we go. Played well tonight. Anybody think we played our best tonight? No. Good teams keep getting better. Keep getting better. I'm proud of the investment, the competitive composure, resetting to the next play, continuing to compete. Man, it's just us being us. All right? And let's just keep making us a better version every single day. You guys got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. This thing coming back to normal was never about me. It was not. But I appreciate you all having a little extra for me. I love you guys, and I really mean that.
We know you go.
I know. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how we've grown. Damn, our best is still out in front of us. We got
Hell yeah.
One day at a time to just keep getting better. You guys got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I love it. Bow your heads. Grab two.
Yo. Hey, we did that for you, Coach. This game ball for you.
Man, oh man, if that does not get you emotional on a Sunday morning, you may want to check your pulse. I love this football team. I love this coach. And then I can go back and rewind time when Coach Heupel was hired and people questioned him. People doubted him. People wanted to talk about his recruiting. Could he do this? Could he do that? And we got a ball coach. And Tennessee is back. But speaking of emotions, we've had a night to sleep on it, put some thoughts together. This is the day after Tennessee's win over Oklahoma. We're going to get into it and talk about it, but I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. It is quick, free, it's easy, and it helps this channel, and I would appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not journalists. This channel is all about being a fan. It's for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's our fan call-in show. That's where you get to come on, voice your opinion. You agree, disagree. We do it here tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, so don't miss that. Monday morning, I'll be live right here with Eric Kane of VolQuest.com and Locked On Vols breaking down this win over Oklahoma. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the win over Oklahoma. Conservative. Conservative was a theme that was all over Vol Twitter. It was all over our comment section in the live chat last night. Some people frustrated, and that's okay. You're allowed to be frustrated, but dang it, if you're not celebrating, if the first thing you're not doing after a 25-15 win over a good Oklahoma football team is celebrating, you may want to check yourself in the mirror. Yes, you can have some concerns. Yes, you can question Heupel being conservative, because I did it. I did it last night on the first drive of the game. Oklahoma gambles at midfield on 4th and 2. Your defense gets a big stop for you. You take over at the 50, and, we always talk about starting fast, and we knew it was going to be an electric environment in Oklahoma, and it was. You're on the road. You got that opportunity to maybe try to take the crowd out of it early, maybe take a shot. You go quick to the outside. Nico scrambles for 8. Sampson gets stuffed on 3rd down. You're facing a 4th down and 2 from the Oklahoma 42. 9 times out of 10, Heupel's going to go for it there. He's going to go for it. He's going to put his foot on their throat, but he chose to punt. I don't know why. We talked about how he trusts the defense, and I truly think he does. This is the very first series of the game. I think if you got the trust in your defense, you can go for it on the 42 and trust that they're going to come out and get a stop. And they did that all day long. They bailed you out all day long. Dane Davis blown up twice. Nico gets hit blindside, 2 fumbles. What does this defense do? They go out on the very next play after both turnovers and force a turnover of their own and get the football back. That's called complimentary football. But a lot of people were also talking about Heupel and his play calling being conservative. Now, I've seen a clip floating around Twitter where Heupel was kind of asked about that, and he said in the first half you could really feel out how the game was going, how the defense was playing. So they were controlling the line of scrimmage. They were getting after the quarterback. They were playing tight coverage on the back end. They were getting off the field on 3rd downs. He also mentioned the personnel changes, right? Lance Hurd doesn't travel with the team for whatever reason. A lot of speculation going on there with Lance Hurd. Then you get John Campbell hurt in the second quarter. He tries to come back in, ends up going back out. So at that point, you're down to your 3rd string left tackle. You're down to your 2nd string right tackle. And again, talking points, all off season, we talked about the depth of this football team. And if there was a place we couldn't afford injury, it was on the offensive line. And again, you're down to your 3rd string offensive tackle that's protecting Nico's blindside. You've already seen your quarterback get blindside hit twice. There's got to be some concern there. So we talked about the personnel changes. Again, 3rd string left tackle, backup right tackle, the 2 fumbles. I kind of get the conservative play calling. You just want to get out with a win, and your defense is playing elite, and you trust that you can play that complimentary football. And that's kind of what we've talked about. People can question the level of competition with Chattanooga, NC State, and Kent State. I don't care. When you don't give up a touchdown for as long as Tennessee did, you're playing elite defense. And then the offense is going out and setting records. Nico passing records, scoring records, total yards in a game. You're setting records. You're playing complimentary football. I think there's going to be games where we can lean on this defense. There's going to be games where maybe Nico goes out and takes the game over. There may be games like this where these running backs, Deshaun Bishop and Dylan Sampson, just gritty, physical performance by the running backs. But how about that Tennessee defense? They went 19 quarters without allowing a touchdown. I can't wait. Somebody will do the research. Somebody will dig into that, see how far you got to go back. Going into the game, it was like 1938, 1939. Now they went 19 quarters without allowing a touchdown. They had the safety early when it was a tight game, got them backed up. Shout out Jackson Ross, man. Jackson Ross, Max Gilbert are you want to press the kicking game? You want to talk about the General Neelam's maxims or his 10 commandments, as they said last night on the broadcast. You want to talk about the maxims and the kicking game? How about Max Gilbert and Jackson Ross? They did a heck of a job, not only last night, but all year long. But Jackson Ross backs him up. Your defense gets to safety. They forced 3 turnovers, 11 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. You gave up 222 yards, but you guys know me. Stop the run. That's always a crucial thing for me. Stop the run. Last night, Oklahoma had 36 rushing yards. They ran for 1.1 yards per carry, and then they got off the field on 3rd down. Oklahoma was 3 for 15 on 3rd down. Absolutely love it, and that stat translates into something I was talking about last night on the postgame show. Oklahoma only had 4 drives out of 16 that went over 4 plays. 4 drives. First drive of the game, 7 plays, 25 yards, turnover on downs. 4th drive of the game, went 10 plays for 55 yards. Oklahoma got a field goal. And then Coach Jay, we talk about conservative on offense, right? Coach Jay was talking about they went conservative on defense, and that's why you saw them march down the field their 14th drive in the fourth quarter, down 22-3. They go down and score. And then the 16th drive, very last drive of the game where Oklahoma went down and put it in the end zone. Those were the only 4 drives that went over 4 plays last night. That is elite defense. That's national championship caliber defense. Talk about Nico. Did he go out and put up Heisman numbers? No. Did he go out and take over the game? Nope. But he was efficient. And we keep hearing guys in the media. We heard it last night from Kirk Herbstreit talk about how he has good command of the offense. He was efficient last night. 13 of 21, 194 yards and a touchdown. And again, he doesn't have to go out and take over every game. He didn't have to. Didn't have to do that. We're a third of the way through the season. I hate to say that. We're 4 games into it, 4-0. Hopefully top 5 after this game. You can tell Nico's capable. Nico's capable of going out and taking over any game at any time if you need him to do it. But he didn't have to do it last night. But he was still efficient. The touchdown throw to Dante Thornton, absolutely on the money, in stride. That's the difference. Throw a dart at the dartboard. That's the difference between a touchdown and just a big gain, right? You throw it a little behind him. He has to turn around. He has to adjust, make the catch. DB's going to make the tackle. Nico's not like that, man. Nico hits you in stride, in the hands. You don't skip a beat, and it was off to the races. Dante Thornton into the end zone. I loved the backyard play that got called back for the phantom holding call. Just Nico out there playing backyard football, gets it down the field. Should have been a 50-yard gain. Instead, it gets called back for holding. What about Brew McCoy? I don't think we put enough respect on Brew McCoy's name last night in the postgame show. Just a dog, played physical, had the 42-yard catch down the sideline, ended the day with 4 catches, 92 yards. And again, those running backs, Deshaun Bishop, Dylan Sampson. Sampson with 24 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. Bishop added 16 for 65. I've said it all year long. I'm going to continue to say it. Bishop is that dude. Bishop is way better than I ever expected him to be, and I love it. I'm here for it. I think he is going to be a special running back at the University of Tennessee. He runs physical. He's patient. He gets north and south in a hurry when the hole opens up. I love me some Deshaun Bishop. And last night felt like an old school, gritty, dirty football game. Played defense, run the football. They didn't abandon it, man. They didn't abandon the run. They stuck to it. And again, Heibel talking about the personnel changes. They stuck with the run game, and they got it done. Just gritty, physical, SEC football. Those running backs, they earned every bit of their money last night. I loved seeing Deshaun Bishop and Dylan Sampson go to work. Dudes, man, we got dudes. Keenan Peely's a dude. Keenan Peely is a dude. He loves violence. He loves contact. Jacoby Thomas, my dude. I love that guy. He's old school. He's violent. Defensive line just dominant. Christian Harrison made some plays last night, man. I thought Christian Harrison played a good football game. Be curious to see what his PFF grades, if you put any stock into that, what you think about that. I thought James Pierce played good. Tyree West. What about Jackson Moy? Man, Jackson Moy showing up last night. Jason Jenkins brought home the safety. Anybody on this football team can make a play at any time on defense. Jermod McCoy had the interception, had the pass breakup on 4th down early in the game. Just dudes. We got dudes all over this field. We are 4-0, third of the way through the season. We got a bye week to get healthy. Hopefully Lance Hurd is back for the Arkansas game. Going to go on the road after the bye week to play Arkansas. The Gators are coming to town. We got to run it up. We got to run it up on the Gators. We got to make a statement to Billy Napier and those Florida Gators. I'm excited for that game. I think Tennessee has set themselves up to be 6-0, top 5 in the country when Alabama comes to town here in just a few short weeks. What are your thoughts on the game? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, do me a favor and smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would appreciate it. You can go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link is also in the description below. Shout out to all you members of the channel. If you got a power T beside your name in the comment section, you're a big part of allowing me to do this, allowing this channel to continue to grow, continue to run. Couldn't do it without the members of the channel. So if you like the videos, the content, the live streams, the community aspect, whatever it is you enjoy about this channel, think about hitting that join button for just $1. We would greatly appreciate it. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.